to the republic which stands one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Just a brief note that we are recording this meeting for the help with the taking of the minutes, and if we do have any public comment on agenda items only? Motion to amend the resolution of 2024 dated September 18th, 2024. Updating funding leverage to include Monroe County's commitment to the project in the amount of $15,225 at the Monroe County Safety Center.
So moved.
Any questions on that? Favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion carries. Before we get into old business, I just have to ask Ms. Tribal to come up, please. Shortly after Cindy graduated from kindergarten, she came to work at the county.
Oh,
And it matches your outfit.
thank you very much.
No, and for those that don't know, let me just read this. A certificate of special recognition to Cindy Tribal for 37 years of dedicated service to Monroe County since 1987. Served as a field assessor, chief assessor, and director of tax claims. Cindy goes and her people, which is a unique band of individuals, go out and assess all the properties in Monroe County. They are the ones that have the owner's task of figuring out how much something is worth, and then also setting the millage. And I've worked with Cindy for almost 9 years, and I'm extremely happy for the time that we've spent together.
Well, thank you very
Thank you.
much. And I want to say thank you for the opportunity of working for the county. It's been great. The county's been nothing but good to me.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Old business. Not that that was old business, but approve the minutes of the 10/16/24 Commissioners meeting. Is there a motion, please? Second. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Okay, this is to ratify the October 18th, 2024 opening of the following bids for services in 2025. You'll see food service for inmates at the correctional facility. You'll see goods for the sheriffs and correctional officers, fuel, oil, inmate uniforms and supplies, janitorial supplies, office toner and supplies, propane, refuse hauling, sewage sludge hauling, drain cleaning, and, oh wait, is that something? No, I'm sorry. It's Bryos. Oh, that's from the sludge hauling. I'm sorry. And snow removal. This is purely a ratification that we opened these bids and we're reviewing some of them. Is there a motion, please?
So moved.
So
that is for A and C?
Yeah, just
Thank you.
clarifying that
It's 2 and 3.
it's the opening on October 18th and then the also.
Oh, then on the 29th. I'm sorry.
We're separate?
No, it can be together. I just want to make sure it's clear that it's 2 different dates. Really Cindy did, and I just the moment the big mouth.
Never, Deb. October 18th and the 29th. Is there a motion for those, please?
Sharon, Dave, we do.
Okay, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye, motion carries. Proclamations and certificates. Jesse Stewart Brown, 100th birthday. Mr. Lamberton for Eagle Scout. Mr. Smith for Eagle Scout, and World Polio Day is October 24th of 24. New business, personnel. I'm sorry, I have to have a motion.
Motion to approve the proclamation.
Why we do that?
Second.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. I'll try to get back on track here. New business, personnel. Is there a motion for personnel number 1, please?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion carries. Number 2, electronic financial transactions. Is there a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Number 3, travel authorizations. Approve and ratify the travel request for Conservation District, Correctional Facility, Emergency Services, Planning, Vector Control, and voter registration. Is there a motion, please?
So
So
moved.
moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion carries. Execute the following adoption, Children and Youth Services. Execute the following adoption assistance agreements for HD, followed by execute the following subsidized permanent legal custodial agreement for LS and JS. Execute purchase of service agreements for the period of July 1st, 24 through June 30th of 25 with the following: Advantage Independent Living, LLC, the Blair Foundation of Pennsylvania, Marquee, PA, and also to reappoint Mr. William Parrish to the Advisory Board for a new term to expire on 9/9 of 27, and ratify an agreement with Pitney Bowes state contract for a postage machine in the amount of $88.59 per month for the period of December 1st of 24 through November 30th of 29. Is there a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Any questions? All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Ratify the budget adjustment report date of 10/18/24 for $42,904. Well, I'm going to explain the 42,904. Now we'll do the whole thing together, but I'm just going to explain this one. $1,050 is for conferences, increase the line for conferences. We're taking the money out of advertising. The Commissioner's Office also has a need for additional color copies through the end of the year. And we have dam inspections for $3,030. We're taking that out of dam repair. We're having divers inspect 2 dams of the county. The correctional facility, needs $4,700 to pay SCAP alien assistant invoices. The district attorney needs to increase money to his medical program expenses, Deb?
From program expenses into medical.
Into medical. Thank you, Jen. And the district attorney needs $33,000 to taking out of wages and salaries to fund prisoner transports. So that's the $42,904. Also, we have to approve a budget adjustment date 10/31/24 for $3,709,513. The American Rescue Plan grant, this was to fund, help me, Jen, please.
We transferred the balance of the 2022 lost revenue into the general fund to be used for future encumbrances.
Correct. And we would follow what the American Rescue Plan called for those encumbrances. Thank you. Commissioners, $6,500 for audit fees. The correctional facility is about $243,000 for to cover advertising. I'm sorry, medical contingency and office supplies. The court's $600 to fund an MDJ 43304 for printing and duplications, and the courts of $43,401 for trash removal of $240. Domestic relations support masters, we need an additional $7,500. Emergency management, fuel oil of $569 to cover the training ground fuel cell for the winter. Emergency management for trash removal of $600. Fleet maintenance for vehicle of $2,000 for maintenance. In grants, again, Jen, I'm going to turn it to you, please.
This is to establish the budget for the $1,009,000 burn discretionary community project grant for the correctional, well, for various offices and the control centers, P25 radios upgrade.
Thank you. Information technology, $600 to cover wireless communications. Maintenance, $833 for auto insurance for the additional vehicle. Again, maintenance to cover approximately $13,000 to cover grounds maintenance, electrical and small tools and equipment, and planning. Office supplies of $650 for a total of $3,709,513. Okay, now we've gotten through B. Authorize the chief clerk to advertise for the change of the meeting for the retirement board on November 20th from 11 to 11:05 from 1:30. Approve the amendment of the Master Health Services Agreement for Highmark to reflect the amended effective date of January 1st of 25. Approve amendment of the Administrative Services Agreement with Geisinger Indemnity Insurance Company to reflect the change in the loyalty credit verbiage. Ratify service agreement with the Absence Plus administrators to provide absence management, more specifically family medical leave, disability leave, and integrated disability leave administration for the period commencing February 1st of 2025 to end in February 1st of 2027 at an estimated cost of $2,278 per month with a one-time implementation fee of $850. Ratify approval of the quote of Primrose Landscaping for a total amount of $2,500 to remove the existing plant material, edge landscaping bed, install plants, mulch be per plan at the Monroe County Courthouse steps on Monroe Street. Also grade existing disturbed lawn areas around the new plantings and add topsoil and install new sod. Approve change order number 1 with South Shore Construction LLC in the total amount of an additional $96,700 for costs associated with the additional square footage, floor, and wall repair, as well as additional lineage footage in the crack joint ceiling of the pipes and hangers for floor drains, as you can hear above us. Approve the following emergency repair invoices for water heater at the Monroe County Correctional Facility with Superheat Inc. Invoice 120089 for $1,344.82 and invoice 120304 for the water heater installation preparation of $46,491.50. Approve the following emergency repair invoices for the water heater at MCCF with Heller's Gas to set 3 1,000-gallon lock tanks with crushed stone and block for $3,216 and invoice number 8360634 to run 51 feet of gas line from the tanks to the building for a total of $1,645.75. Award MCCF inmate service bid to Aramark Correctional Services at $2.078 cost per meal for 800 to 1,000 or $754,314 per year. And if we are over 1,000 meals, the cost goes down a little bit, but it's still $852,786 per year. Award propane 2025 to Heller Gas at 69.375 plus 70-cent markup per gallon. An award to snow plowing to E.F. Possinger, the only bidder. Defer action on the following bids until November 20th meeting with the correctional officer, deputy sheriff uniforms, fuel oil, inmate uniforms and supplies, janitorial services, office supplies, toner bid, refuse haulage, and sewer sludge hauling. Add the following vendors to the county list of approved vendors: emergency management, John S. Peletsky. Maintenance, Johnstone Supply, MCCF, Guardian Angel Recovery House, and Risk Management Dreher Insurance Agency. Is there a motion?
I think we had it in the beginning, but you went through them all, so again.
Okay,
so
correct? All in favor signify by saying aye then.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Conservation District, reappoint Craig Todd to the Conservation District Board of Directors as a public director with a new term to expire 12/31 of 2008, and authorize submittal of the nomination to the State Conservation Commission for concurrence. Is there a motion, please?
2028. That's so moved.
All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye, motion carries. Fiscal grants. Ratify the authorization of the grants manager, Kwanzaa Smith, to electronically submit the fiscal year 24-25 continuing county adult probation parole grant application for the amount of $110,386 for the period of July 1st, 2024 through June 30th of 2025. Also ratify approval of Kwanzaa Smith to electronically sign the Monroe County fiscal year 24 reentry strategic plan grant contract in the amount of $14,893 to hire a consultant to create the first countywide reentry strategic plan. Execute a professional agreement with Melanie Snyder in the amount of $14,893 to provide Monroe County Reentry Strategic Plan for the 2024 County Reentry Strategic Planning Grant. Authorize the Finance Director, Jennifer Barkley, to electronically sign the 2024 Emergency Management Performance Grant Agreement in the amount of $70,868 for the period of October 1st of 23 through September 30th of 24. Authorize the Finance Director, Jen Barkley, to electronically sign the 24-25 Hazardous Materials Response Fund Grant in the amount of $6,169 for the performance period of July 1st of 24 through June 30th of 25. Ratify the authorization of the grants manager, Kwanzaa Smith, to electronically sign for the Monroe County fiscal year 24-25 Victims of Crime Act, or VOCA, grant agreement for 2024 fiscal year, or 2024 VF 05-40369-2 in the amount of $149,408 for the period of October 1st of 24 through September 30th of 25. And ratify approval for the submission of the fiscal year 23-24 HAP HSDF non-block grant NBG report of HAP for $55,395 and HSDF for $100,107 for a total of $155,502. Is there?
Motion to approve number 7 as written.
Thank you.
Second.
As opposed to as read. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye, motion carries. Housing Authority. Ratify submittal of a letter to the Monroe County Housing Authority to notify the annual review of the Monroe County Housing Authority 5-year plan to be determined based on the information submitted that the scope of the plan has remained the same. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Information technology. Execute a license and service agreement with Tyler Technology in amount of $34,904 for the period of December 1st of 24 through November 30th of 25 to provide annual maintenance for the financial system. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion carries. Pennsylvania Northeast Regional Railroad Authority. Acknowledge receipt of the Pennsylvania Northeast Regional Railroad Authority 23 financial statement for the year ending 12/31 of 23. Is there a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion carries. Computer capital. Approve the computer capital purchase report date 10/31 of 24. And what did Trish go shopping for?
The laptop.
Oh, the laptop for the DA's office. Eric, was there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion carries. Miscellaneous. David,
Don't have anything.
Karen? I'd just like to thank our elections and office for doing a great job yesterday and about 4 months before. They do an amazing job. Is there any public comment?
The only other, can I also say, the only other thing I think that we were successful yesterday because of all the different departments that gave us all the help to help run the show, and it's not a show, to help run the operations. Make it a successful day here.
Is there any public comment?
Question about the oil tanks. Is that in addition to the rental or replacing the rental?
You talking the propane tanks?
Yeah.
There is
Separate fuel.
separate fuel, propane, oil. Okay, is there anything else? Michaela, were you here for National Adoption Day? Would you like to stand up and talk the praises of National Adoption Day? Come on, stand at the mic there.
Thank you. I'm Michelle Haight with Monroe County Children and Youth, just here to recognize that November is National Adoption Month. We have a banner hanging in the courthouse that was unveiled on Monday to show Monroe County supports the adoption month and the adoptions that we do. We'll have our annual celebration on November 21st to celebrate. We have some adoptions taking place that day, but we also invite all our families from all of the past, I don't know how many years, to come and celebrate, as well as inviting the community to learn more about adoption through foster care and ways that we can possibly recruit more foster families, because there's always a need for that. So that we want the public and community to attend as well, so they can see the great outcome that comes from adoption and all our happy families.
Michelle, may I read this final statement on this, which is absolutely beautiful, and it kind of says it all.
Yes.
This is from the National Adoption Day celebration that they're putting on at Christian Life Assembly Church. This is what it says. I was chosen, I was wanted, I was cherished, I grew up in their hearts. I was the missing piece, I was loved, I was adopted. Absolutely beautiful.
Being the father of an adoptive daughter, God bless you, Michelle.
Thank you.
Is there anything else? I'm looking for a motion.
Motion to adjourn.
We are. Penn State.